everyone, it's Amber from MicroArtistry, and I'm excited today because we're doing a full brow lamination using all of the products that we've come out with in the last 3-ish years. New products. So, first things first, this is going to be a little bit of a quick lamination. Everything's fast forwarded, so that way you can kind of just watch and learn. If you need to, you can pause the video at any time and see exactly what I'm doing because I have all of the products that we're using and all of the instructions up on top. And I'm just going to kind of talk over a little bit. So we've already applied our Elevate. Right now we're checking it. I always allow to process for 3 minutes, remove the plastic film, and then comb the brows into place. Right now, you can see that I'm removing Elevate from the front of her brows, which is already fully laminated. She's had a previous brow lamination, and so we don't want to over process her brows that naturally go in an upward direction. So just combing through while she processes, I always comb, do the product, put the plastic wrap back on, wait a minute, remove, comb, same thing over and over, and up to 15 minutes. So because she's previous lamination, we're not going to wait 15 minutes, but I do need to make sure that all those baby hairs that are growing in from her previous lamination are going to be laminated in this procedure. So you can just see me putting the fresh plastic on. Okay, so now you see that the brows are fully processed and we're gonna remove Elevate with a damp cotton pad. I have like 2 or 3 in my hand so I can switch them out to make sure that I'm not just moving that product into the hair, I'm actually removing it. We don't want it to be too wet, we don't want it to be too dry. Some lamination products want you to remove it with a dry cotton pad and we like it a little bit damp. So we're going to comb the brows into place with a fresh spoolie or a cleaned spoolie. So you can use the same one, but just wash it really well with soap and water to get all of that product off. And apply balance. Fully saturate the entire eyebrow. And it's really important that we process balance for the same amount of minutes that we processed Elevate. We want to fully saturate the entire eyebrow to get every hair saturated with this product so that way it can do its job. The job of this product is to stop the action of the first product and to help restructure the disulfide bonds into their new form, okay? Simple. So we just need to make sure we're combing it. I like to use this silicone spoolie. You can use a bamboo microspoolie. It's up to you. It depends on the skin and your preference. And I prefer the silicone spoolie. They're really soft on the skin. So we're going to cover with a fresh plastic film. And like we said, keep balance, pardon me, on the brows for the same amount of minutes as Elevate because the chemical process needs time to neutralize and rearrange the molecules in the hair into a new lifted format. So I just do the remove to comb, recover thing a couple of times, just making sure that the brows are exactly where I want them to lay. And we do this so that the molecules get rearranged into the exact perfect shape. So now we're removing balance with the damp cotton pad. You can also use a saline solution after the damp cotton pad if you really want to get all of that product off and help dry the brows. So we're going to talk a little bit about drying the brows. I always dry the brows with my lash fan. So the skin has been sitting with like water-based moisturizer product on for, 10 minutes or so. And so we really need to make sure 10 to 15, whatever, because you have 2 products on. We need to make sure that it's dry. So I always dry the skin a little bit and then I do my wax. So you can see that I'm mapping this. I have a detailed mapping video on YouTube that you can find if you go to the profile. This is mapping after lamination. And it's just very simple. It's a very basic. I don't map the top of the brow for this. I just map the underneath and then we wax. So another reason to dry the skin with a lash fan and make sure you take that extra couple of minutes to just get that skin nice and dry is that the wax will adhere better to the skin if it's not wet. And our microartistry wax was specially formulated to be used safely after brow lamination without lifting any of the skin like a soft wax would. This is actually a very soft hard wax. So we're just going to remove it. You can also wax again. So you're going to see me add another layer to that middle of the brow. And it's totally safe to wax again as long as her skin isn't irritated or red. You can see she has no redness from the actual lamination. She starts getting a little irritated towards the end because of the waxing and tweezing. And now we are going to apply our hybrid tint with our B02 MicroArtistry angle brush. Apply to the fronts first, so you can remove the fronts first. Apply in super thin layers so the tint can dry between layers. And apply to the bottom line because the bottom line is where we want that hard line. And fluff it up into the laminated hair, but no hard lines on top. That's the general rule of tinting after brow lamination. And this is super sped up, so you can see that I'm adding my second layer after it is dry. And you're going to see me also using my MicroArtistry Angle Classic tweezers to tweeze any little strays that are there. And you can see the lash fan kind of popping into the frame. I'm drying the layers of tint to speed up the process because time is money, so it's kind of a lot of steps to do a brow lamination. So if you can speed it up in any way, that's a good thing, pretty much. Well, as long as you're doing a safe speed up. So you can see up top, I'm saying that I never leave the hybrid tint on the brows longer than 5 to 10. For dark-haired clients, you can leave it on longer. But for blonde clients, the hair cuticle is already open. So we don't want to have it get dark, 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 because that's what will happen if you leave it on too long on the hair after lamination. So you can see that I have removed the tint with the damp cotton round, and I even combed through a little bit with a spoolie to try and get any little extra pieces of tint out of the hair. And then we're going to apply Glaze, which is our number 3 product, and leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes uncovered. Always apply your products in the direction in which you want your laminated hairs to lie. So I'm removing it in the same direction. I'm not rubbing back and forth so the hairs go crazy. We're always rubbing to remove in the opposite direction, except for right here when we are going to wax the top of the line. And I only am doing this, it's hard to tell in this video, but she had a lot of baby hairs up there and it looked a little bit messy without kind of cleaning that line up, so that's what I'm doing. So now I'm applying the aftercare. I already removed the glaze. We're applying aftercare. We're leaving that on the brows, cleaning up anywhere that there's extra aftercare. And we're going to use the MicroArtistry Brow Highlight Set and the B02 brush, which comes in a set. So you can get the angled brush and the B02 brush together, or you can choose your set or buy them individually at MicroArtistryAcademy.com. And I'm just putting in a tiny little highlight, trying to clean up some of the redness with a little bit of the highlight palette. Always choose which color you want for your clients. We have 15 different colors for different skin tones. So here she is, her final results, and I think it looks gorgeous. She has beautiful natural hair. And if you guys are looking for any products for brow lamination, we sell a full kit, and that also includes pretty much everything you see here, minus the lift and tint palette and maybe another couple of things. But definitely check us out at microartistryacademy.com. And if you're looking for training or if you are a trainer, we do have training classes that are online, and we also have bulk discounts for trainers. And so we would love to hear from you if you guys are looking to get some products to train. Thank you so much.